that appears to be Paul Whelan, who was held for the better part of 5 years addressing the president and the vice president. $2,043 days, to be exact, we're told. Paul Whelan, who is a former Marine, is a businessman, security firm working over in Russia, again, also charged with espionage, and in his trial, not a single bit of evidence pointing toward espionage, and he, of course, was found guilty and sentenced to 16 years in prison. There's Evan Gershkovich. As we said, Alsu Kurmasheva. Was in a Russian prison for almost 1 year. Her husband and her 2 daughters greeting her. They lived in Russia. They moved to the United States. We haven't been told exactly what family members, if any, are there. We know for Evan Gershkovich that there are members of the Wall Street Journal, at least a dozen of them. Some may have been working, others came to greet him, some working on a documentary about him. But all of them, as you see, Paul Whelan goes back over to the president to say something. And again, this will be brief because we are told that all 3 of these Americans will now board another plane, and they will make their way down to San Antonio, Texas, where they will be checked out, medical reasons, to see how healthy they are and to address them. And then that is probably the first time that we will hear from them, and that may be sometime tomorrow or Friday. Steve Hill.
Well, it's quite something to see it, isn't it, Trace? We've been talking about it for most of this hour, and then you see it, and it just hits you, doesn't it? The emotion, the incredible sense of joy there. I want to say something that really applies to us here at Fox. Let's remember that Evan, in a way, is a colleague of ours.
Sure.
Our sister company, the Wall Street Journal, and what a tribute to the incredible work at the Wall Street Journal to keep his name alive. We heard that phrase from Brent earlier.
Hold on one second, Steve.
Alliances make a difference. stepped up. They took a chance for us. It mattered a lot. So the light is their home.
You said earlier that all these negotiations require tough calls. What was the toughest call in this one?
Toughest call in this one for other countries. Because I asked them to do some things that were against their immediate self-interest. And really very difficult for them to do, particularly Germany and Slovenia. Slovenia came in at the last minute, and I tell you what, the Chancellor was incredible. He was incredible.
So what's your message to other countries that may think that taking Americans into their custody, unlawfully detaining them, would be a good way to get something that they want from us?
Hey, look, that's been the case for all of history. My job is to make sure, number one, they don't get them. And if they do, we get them back. I don't buy this idea that you're gonna let these people rot in jail because other people may be captured. We will set out all the notifications to all the other countries, all our citizens, what countries not to go to, what to do, what not to do, and they got to pay attention. We got more work to do. So.
Madam Vice President, how do you feel?
This is an extraordinary day, and I'm very thankful for our president and what he has done over his entire career, but in particular as it relates to these families and these individuals, what he has been able to do to bring the allies together on many issues, but in particular this one. This is just an extraordinary testament to the importance of having a president who understands the power of diplomacy and understands the strength that rests in understanding the significance of diplomacy and strengthening alliances. This is an incredible day, and you can see it in the families, in their eyes and in their cries.
When did you know you got the deal done?
A while ago. We got to make sure, wanted to make sure everything was in place. And Slovenia made the right move at the right time. So anyway, look, it's time to trust. I mean it. I know everybody thinks I talk about the notion of relationships with foreign policy with other countries. Much of it, and you've heard me kid with Barack, kid me, all politics is personal. It matters. Other leaders trust you, you trust them, you get things done. And that's how this got done. A lot of help. Anyway, thank you.
How worried are you that the Middle
I'm very concerned about it. I had a very direct meeting with the Prime Minister today, and very direct. We have the basis for a ceasefire. He should move on it, and they should move on it now.
Is the chance for a ceasefire ruined after the assassination of Hania?
It's not helped. That's all I'm going to say right now. Thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.